Ki11ng Eve boss says Jodie Comers Villanelle could die any episode. Boss Emmerdale Fennell says no one is safe in Season 2. Fennell, who is taking over from Phoebe Waller-Bridge, wants to keep viewers on their toes next series and said neither assassin Villanelle Jodie Comer or security operative Eve Sandra O are safe. "I never wanted that thing that you often have with famous thriller character, which is, they'll all be fine. I think it's really an example she gave was the death of Eve's boss Frank Darren Boyd in Season 1. Fennell explained that the brutality of his death gave a sense that both of them are getting into stuff that's properly deadly. Killing Eve is leading the way at this year's TV BAFTAs with a total of 14 nominations, including Best Actress for both Comer and O, Supporting Actor, and Best Drama. That programs must have had their first transmission in the UK between January 1st and December 31st, 2018, and that the program must have had the worldwide premiere transmission in the UK. Killing Eve had its premiere in April on BBC America, which is owned by the BBC and American channel AMC, and considered a totally separate body to the BBC. It aired in the UK on BBC 3 and later BBC 1 last September. Under the rules, Killing Eve should not necessarily qualify for the categories it has landed in. BAFTA defended the nominations in a statement to metro.co.uk, noting the significant creative contribution from UK talent. BAFTA said BAFTA's television committee deems Killing Eve a British series. Killing Eve received 14 nominations, 9 of which were eligible under BAFTA's criteria, and 5 of which were deemed eligible by the TV committee due to the significant creative contribution from key UK talent throughout the production. The television committee is the arbiter of all eligibility. Russell T Davies, A Very English Scandal, scored 12 nods including Best Actor and Supporting Actor for Hugh Grant and Ben Whishaw respectively. Bodyguard picked up 5 nominations including 1 for Keely Hawes in the Best Actress category. However, Killing Eve airs April 7th on BBC America and AMC in the US and in the UK at a later date. Ads keep our content free for everyone. Please note that the Interactive Advertising Bureau IAB describes online personalized advertising through the below definitions. We put the storage of information, or access to information that is already stored, on your device, such as accessing advertising identifiers and / or other device identifiers, and / or using cookies or similar technologies. The collection and processing of information about your use of this site to subsequently personalize advertising for you in other contexts, i.e. on other sites or apps, over time. Typically, the collection of information, in combination with previously collected information, to select and deliver advertisements for you, and to measure the delivery and effectiveness of such advertisements. This includes using the collection of information, in combination with previously collected information, to select and deliver content for you, and to measure the delivery and effectiveness of such content. This includes using the collection of information about your use of the content, in combination with previously collected information, used to measure, understand, and report on your usage of the content. Ads keep our content free for everyone. We use additional third-party advertising companies who serve ads to help keep content free. For these partners, you will continue to receive advertising, however, it may not be tailored to your likely interests. Well, check in with you. Great. Thanks for choosing. You have opted out from our advertising partners.
Raindrop, drop top smoking, no cooking the hot pot. I keep fucking on your bitch, yeah, that. Looking up, open the park pot.